You're welcome to today's tutorial. So this tutorial is going to be divided into two parts. The first part is going to be how to draft the pattern on the pattern paper, while the other part is going to be how to join together the pattern on your fabric, the sewing parts. So I'm going to be starting with a basic bodice with that. So because the length of my blazer is going to be up to my nail, so I'm going to have to extend this down because this is up to my waist level, so I have to extend my pattern to my hips level. You can also check the previous video on how to draft a basic pattern if you are yet to watch the video. So now I'm just going to take the measurement from my waistline to my hip level. I'm just going to be leveling this hip, and then I'm going to take hip's circumference and divide it into two. So this is going to be my E2. My circumference is my E1 to my E2. So for my darts, I'm going to come down here 10 centimeter, and I'm just going to connect this dart to this dart. And then also for my side, I'm just going to connect my waist to my hips. So this is what I have for my front. So I'm just going to come back here and do the same thing for my back as well. And then for here, I'm just going to come down 10 centimeter. And then I'm going to join this together. So now I'm going to come back to my front so that I can take my collar measurements. This. So I'm going to come down from my D1. I'm just going to come out say 2 centimeter. This is going to be for my button. However, if you want to do a double breast blazer, you have to go out more. You can go probably, let's say, 5 centimeter. So I'm just going to use this as my D3. So I'm going to scroll up 14 centimeters. So this depends on how deep you want your collar to be. If you want your collar to be more deeper, you can decide to come down more. But for me, I'm going to be going up a bit. So I'm going to be going 15 centimeters up. I'm just going to measure this P. So now I'm going to come back here to my A1. I'm just going to do 3 centimeter inches here, and I'm just going to label it A2, and then I'm going to move 6.3 centimeter here, and I'm going to label it G3. So I'm just going to go ahead and add and extend my pattern paper, so I'll be able to draft my back collar on this. So now the next thing I'm going to be doing here is I'm going to be taking a straight measurement from my A down to my P, from my A2. So this is going to serve as my new neckline base. So I'm also going to be reducing my neckline base at this point here as well. I'm going to be going in the same measurements here. This is 2.5. I'm going to be coming here 2.5 as well. So because I'm increasing this, I'm also going to be reducing my shoulder length, my shoulder measurement on this point, so that when I'm fixing the collar from here, it's going to fix also at the back side. So I'm just going to finish my front bodice first before I go back to my back bodice. So don't also forget that we have moved our G the same way we moved our A to A2. We have also moved this G point here. We have moved it to G2. So just like we have reduced our A1 to A2, we have removed 2.5 from A1 to A2 here. I'm also going to come down here and reduce this 2.5. This is my new starting G. This is my G2. This is where my G is starting from, not here, right? So after doing this, I'm going to come back here and do the same thing. I'm going to come down here and do the same thing. So this is my new A, as well as reduce this. So now this is going to be my new neckline. This is going to be my new neckline. So I'm going to be disregarding these other parts. So now I'm just going to come down here and take this measurement. So after changing my neckline, I'm going to come down here and take this measurement, the new measurement of my neckline. And I have 9 centimeters. And I'm just going to go up here. So depending on how wide I want my collar to be, I can just go down here, let's say 10 centimeters. This measurement actually depends on you. And then I'm just going to be doing my curve. The curve also depends on you. So now this is what I have. This is where my shoulder is now starting from, and also this is where my shoulder is starting from this other place. So this is going to be my collar. So I'm going to be transferring this into a fresh pattern paper to enable me transfer it from the pattern paper to my fabric. Then I can now go ahead to cut and sew. So for my back dart, I'm going to come down here. From here, I'm just going to come down 7 centimeters to 7, and then I'm just going to try to connect it. You can see. This is what I'm going to be having. Right, and then also for this, I'm just going to do this. So when I'm transferring this to a fresh paper, this is going to be this, like this. So I'm just going to this line down here. It's going to be one pattern. And this is going to be the other side of the back. That's for the back. So for the front, I'm going to come down here and just do this. I'm going to be having just this, and then also for the down, I'm just going to draw a straight line. So this is what I'm going to be having. This is going to be the side for the front, and this is going to be the middle. So I'm going to be cutting this side out also. I'm going to be cutting the collar part out as well on a fresh paper, so that I can put my sewing allowance before cutting it directly to the fabric. So if you have not watched the video on how to transfer your pattern and put allowance, I'm going to be dropping the link to the video on the comment section, so you can just watch it. See you on the next video. Thank you for watching.